What is up, YouTube? This is Nashi with yet another deck profile video. This time I'll be showcasing my blue deck, the Water deck. Let's get started. To start, I have two Nimble Angler. Odd engine, but I like it because this deck makes great use of this card and the other Nimbles. Specifically, the other two Nimble Manta and the three Nimble Sunfish. Now, Nimble Angler says that if it's sent from your hand or deck to the grave by a card effect, you special summon up to 2 level 3 Nimbles. Manta says that if it's sent from the field to the grave by a card effect, you can special summon any number of Nimble Manta from your deck. But Nimble Sunfish is the key to this combo. If it's destroyed by battle, you send another fish from deck to grave and then special summon another Sunfish. So, Sunfish can drop Angler, which will drop 2 Manta onto the field. Or 2 more Sunfish if you wanted. But Angler clogs at 3, so I had to reduce it to 2. Same with Manta. 3 Fishborg Archer. If it's in the grave and you control no monsters, you drop a water monster, special summon it from your grave, but you destroy all your monsters you control at the beginning of this turn's battle phase except for water monsters. This deck is pure water, what do I care? 2 Oystermeister. I've been going back and forth between 1 and 2, but its stats are good enough to require it to be 2. If it's sent from the field to the grave, except when destroyed by battle, you get an Oyster token. Just little level 1 token, not really good for too much, but it's cool. 3 Shark Stickers. 3-star Kage to Kage, essentially. Fish, Sea Serpent, or Aqua monster is normal or special, use special dis. But it can't be used for Synchro, only Xyz. Fishborg Doctor. This is fun. It's kind of like Chain Dog, except not quite as good. If it's in the grave and all monsters you control are Fishborgs, you special summon this from the grave, but it banishes itself when it leaves the field. You can only use its effect once per turn, and if you control a different Fishborg, or a different monster that's not a Fishborg, rather, it self-destructs, so gotta be careful. But if you summon it, and you already have one in grave, and it's all you have a great Xyz play. 3 Metabo Shark. Normal summon it, you return 2 fish from your grave to your deck. It has to be 2, which is fine. 2 Royal Swamp Eel. 4-star Tuner. Non-tuning materials have to be fish. And I don't know if you noticed, but the entire main deck is nothing but fish. And 1 Coelacanth. Broke my heart when I had to put it to 1. I wanted it to be higher, but 1 is all this deck can allow with its current speed set. When you drop a card from your hand with its effect, you can special summon any number of level 4 or lower fish-type monsters from your deck. And if it's special summoned this way, it can't attack, its effects are negated, but it doesn't self-destruct. It's a great fleet card. Sets up Xyz and Synchro combos. And of course, if it would be targeted by a spell trap or effect monster, you contribute another fish, negate the effect and destroy that card. 1 Foolish for that Nimble combo. 2 Instant Fusion. 2 MST. 2 7th ones. Yes, there's a reason. 2 Salvage. Plenty of low level and low attack water monsters to take. Bottomless. 3 Call. Fun recycling some of this stuff. 2 Memory Loss, and 1 Mirror Force. I want to replace this card with Drowning Mirror Force, because there's plenty of instances where I'm honestly left defenseless, and this card could save me. For the side, we have the 3rd Angler, as well as the 3rd Manta. A pair of Deep Sweepers. It's kind of like MST, except it doesn't work under Coelacanth's negation. Speaking of, we have 2 more Coelacanths. 2 Dark Holes, 2 more of Greed, 3rd MST, a Salvage, Compulse, Torrential. I decided against Torrential in the main deck in this instance because my field presence is valuable, and Vanities. And for the extra, 1 Norden. I run 2 Instant Fusion for the single Norden because it speeds it up, and also because, well, I have plenty of ways to discard it if I get it. Kind of like what I do with the 7th one. 1 Doloran. I love this card. You can bounce back your Call of the Haunted after you've used up whatever you bring back with it. 2 Gungner. Great to set up your quick grave combos. Armored Kappa. Detached material, increases defense or its attack by 1,000, permanent, but during either player's battle step, while attacking involving your monsters occurring, you discard a card for this turn, monsters you control can't be destroyed by battle, and you take no battle damage, but this effect can only be used once per duel. It's the only reason I won 1. 1 Cat Shark. If it has seized material, can't be destroyed by battle. and that material has to be water, but pfft, who cares? And once per turn, either player's turn, attach a material, and target a rank 4 or lower exceeds monster, its attack defense become double until the end of the turn. On Leviathan Dragon, generic booster. Nightmare Shark can attack, monster you control can attack directly, but the rest of their monsters can't attack. Grand Pulse, because Spellcraft Destruction's fun. Bahamut Shark, detach, special summon a rank 3 or lower water exceeds monster. I've got 5 to pick from. I mainly go for Nightmare Shark so I can use its effect on itself, and then usually I'll have Cat Shark on the field, which means its attack will be doubled, so it'll do 4,000 damage. Hopewoven Dragon Spider Shark. I love this card. It's like Monster Reborn in monster form, and it also has a 1,000-point reduction effect. 2 Silent Honor Arcs, and a Silent Honor Dark. I consider this card valuable enough to run in this deck to where it can definitely be used. Everyone knows what Arc does. Detach 2 materials, take in a special summon monster. Dark is overlooked. You target a special summon monster opponent controls and attach it to this card as a material. Doesn't have to detach in the process. When this card's destroyed and sent to the grave while it has material, you special summon it from your grave, then you gain life points equal to its attack. And here's the fun part. You just have to have 101 in the grave to do this. And if it's special summoned this way, it can't attack for the rest of the turn, but more often than not, that's going to be during your opponent's turn. And one of YuGiOh's. I have enough level 7s to make this card valid. Negates everything during either player's turn that has less attack in it, and level 5 and higher monsters can't attack. I run more Xyz than Synchros or anything else, so I have no problems with it. And that's the deck. I've been trying to make this deck work for a long time, but it wasn't until recently when we got the new Fishborg support that the stuff started really flying off the handle for me. It's hard making a theme deck out of a single type or attribute, but I feel like I found a way to make this one work. And I love it to death. This is Nanashi, signing out.